Hello everyone and welcome back to the theFORESTnation Challenge series. You can tell that we are in October by the way that the light from the flashlight shines brighter than the sun at 5 AM. But let us not get bogged down by the lack of sunlight, because we have work to do. In the last episode we used the old Massey so much that it had evolved into a Skidder. And we still have a couple of trees attached to it from last night, when we tried to test it in basically pitch dark. It went about as well as you could imagine. I don't think that 2 trees are going to fill the logging trailer up, so we better go and get a few more. First stop, let's check the cliffside if there are any pine trees left. Surprisingly, there are a few still standing, but they won't be for long. There we go. We have 4 pine trees down on the ground, ready to be transported to the yard. Although the skidder is not on the right part of the cliff, so we need to fix that first. There we go. Much better. And I say we test out how powerful the winch is on this machine. Well, it is only 1 tree that it is pulling, but it is pulling it with ease. Yep, the skidder isn't even budging, not even a tiny bit. Now for the real challenge. How well is it going to pull all 4 of the trees at the same time? Yeah, I thought it would be a problem sooner than later. If you want to pull the logs using the winch, the grab just gets in the way. Now I know that you are supposed to grab the logs with the grab and then pull them, but as we discovered in the last episode, you can't rotate the grab, so you need to get lucky in order to get the grab in the position in which you can grab the logs, and currently I don't have that luck. A tiny bit of struggling later we got to the yard, and we can now try out the front blade. How well does it push the logs? Can't complain, it did do its job perfectly. I believe that we have a couple of trees on top of the hill on this side. So before I take the skidder up there, let's go double check if they are still there. Ha! That is a weird looking tree. What variety is it? Oh, just a regular plain spruce. And there's a bunch more of them there. Good to know. Well, I did find 2 pine trees, so I'd say it's time for our next test for the skidder. Going up a decently steep hill in reverse, because why not? Ha! Like it was nothing. Probably didn't even notice we were going up a hill. How about that? We even got lucky and the grab is rotated the right way, so we can also test out how well it works for pulling the trees. Now this test might not be the best, since we do have quite a big turn straight off the bat, but at least we will find out how good is it at maneuvering. First thing that I noticed is that I need to grab the trees more at the end, so that there's some space between the tree and the back axle of the skidder. Although I somehow managed to get down the hill with both trees still in the grab, which is a win in my books. But this turn might be a bit too tight for the full length of the trees, so I shall cut them in half for easier transport. There we go. Who thought pulling 14-meter trees was easier than 32-meter ones? Physics, am I right? We do have a decent number of trees at the yard already, but the time is only 9:30, so let's go and get a few more. I wonder, can it climb this hill? How about a good old college try? It won't do it in third gear, but second, now that's different story. It just goes and it doesn't really care. And there are 3 more pine trees that we need to get back to the yard. But will the skidder go down the hill as well as it did going up? Now on my screen it doesn't look that steep, but if you look at it from the cab view, now that's a completely different story. We are basically just vertical at this point, aren't we? Like, imagine doing this in real life in a machine that is probably more than 40 years old. And the front right tire just locked up. Ew. Luckily, at least we are on flat grounds. Let me rephrase that. We are on less steep grounds. I think that was enough of skidding for today. Time to prepare some logs for transport. Wait, how many can I attach? It just keeps on going. That's 11 now, and I could probably still keep going. Like, is there no limit? This might just be the biggest pile we had made in this series. And I think we need the old Massey with the winch, so that we can use it for kind of a backstop. That worked probably 60% of what I hoped it would have done. But at least we got them piled up a bit. Yeah, let me get the fence here and let's get some logs selling. I am actually proud of myself, because this might be the best looking load that I have done in a while. Now, where are we heading at? The sawmill seems to have the best price per ton. And the magical number that will appear in our bank account is $26,819. And just like that, we went from almost being broke to having money and still feeling broke, which I will now demonstrate. How about that? A perfect example. A John Deere 6R with a 46% discount is still, almost twice the amount that we have in our bank account? Now, do we need that John Deere? No. But would it be a nice addition to our fleet? Yeah, it would be. So, we still have a bit of sunlight left, which means let's get another load to the sawmill. Oh. Well, everyone, I think this sums up my luck. Or is someone trying to tell me something? Most likely, both of those things. Since we are $600 short, so no, we cannot afford the 6R. Plus, we don't really need it. It has less power than the Fend, and since we bought the Skidder in the last episode, we don't even need a bigger tractor for the winch. Maybe one day we will need a front loader tractor, but till then we have more important things to buy. And with that deep thought, it is time to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss the next one. Bye for now.